Hi everyone, thanks for coming back again. Hope you have been well since the last time you guys saw me. And Pepe, of course. Kids are gone, husband's on the mistress. You like how I put that? He's on the mistress, get it? Wally got neutered on Thursday, and he's been having some problems recuperating. If anyone has a sighthound type of dog, wolfhounds are a part of that breed, and they have difficulty when they go under anesthesia, going in and coming out of. It can linger in their body. They can have side effects. He got through anesthesia fine. He was, I guess, hard to put down under anesthesia. And Wally is he 3.5? Yeah, because he'll be 4 December 10th. And in dog terms, that's not old, but in a Irish Wolfhound, that's very old, seeing that their lifespan is only 5 to 7 years. I'm all for spaying and neutering your pets. I don't know why we had just never gotten around to doing it, and now not only are we paying for it, not money-wise, but problem-wise, and Wally is dealing with it problem-wise. He's a big dog, so he has big balls, let's be honest. And we could have done, on top of the surgery, plus $500, ablation, which is they remove the whole sac. And they gave that to us as an option, seeing that he's almost 4, his balls are huge, they're saggy, and there's a chance that after him getting neutered, they may not shrink and disappear. You may always see that skin. So this option is not only more of a cosmetic look, but it's also do you see your dog chewing on this skin that's going to be hanging there, and then will that become an issue later on? So we decided not to do that option. Fingers crossed that they shrink up and disappear. Which, why would you? That's such a weird, cross your fingers, I hope my dog's scrotum shrinks and disappears. So also in types of Irish Wolfhounds, or in Irish Wolfhounds, they are prone to von Willebrand syndrome, which is a clotting disorder. And he may have that. So his surgery was Thursday, and yesterday he was laying down in my sewing room, and he got up, and there was a pool of blood. So I get him out to the tile floor, because I think if he's just going to bleed out, do it on the frickin' tile floor, not on my carpet. I call my husband. I say, hey, I'm going to run him in to the vet because he shouldn't be bleeding. His balls Thursday night were enormous. I had never seen that the 5 years that I worked at a vet hospital. I'm still in touch with my vet tech friends, so I was taking pictures and texting them to her. She said they did not look normal, but you also had to put into the equation that he's older and he has big nasty dog balls. So took him in. They were blown away by the swelling. So they prescribed me antibiotics because if he is dripping, they don't want bacteria to get up in there. I'm watching him. That's why I'm avoiding eye contact with you guys. So I can't have him bleeding in my house. So I had to become clever and think of him wearing a diaper. So the crafty person that I am, I grabbed a pair of my husband's boxers, cut a hole in the tail, and that worked. Totally worked. He could go pee. Poop would obviously be a different issue. But and then I had a microfiber towel cupping his balls. This is such a weird tangent, but I know you guys are laughing. Flosstube today. So he bled through that microfiber towel. He filled it up, which then bled through the underwear he was wearing. So when he got up off the tile floor, there was an imprint of blood. I was about to freaking lose it because I felt horrible for him. I was blaming me that we didn't get this done sooner. So I had an old sweatshirt that I had thrown into my donation box. So he is currently wearing a diaper. Ghetto ass rig. Do you think that I do some ghetto ass framing? You should see this diaper he's wearing. So I have it tied on him, and cut the sweatshirt up and, almost like slits, like if I did like slits in the back, his tail goes through, it's up, I tied it all together. So he has this big knot on the back of his back, lower back, another microfiber towel, and then those metal Barbie clips. I don't know why I call them Barbie clips, but where you can bend them and put in thicker pieces of paper, and then those other silver metal pieces flip over. And he has 2 of those, and that's his ghetto ass diaper. He can pee in it. He pooped in it this morning. I may have come up with something. I have not checked what they look like today because it is a 2-person job trying to get it off of him, and putting it back on. Husband's on the boat, so he'll be back in a little bit, and I can check and see what it looks like. Tomorrow being Father's Day, we were going to go out with another couple and their kids and go on the boat, pull over, barbecue, but I can't leave Walle. I left for an hour today. I just got home a little bit ago because I needed the thread and hit the thrift store, which you guys will see. So there's no way that I could leave him all day. Which you can go out on boats other time, but right now he's my number 1 priority, and I have to basically keep him as quiet as possible. They said for 2 weeks, which it's like, I worked in a vet hospital. I know how these things are. So yeah. So well wishes to Walle. I've been working on 2 projects because they're so close. I just want to get them done. So, join the Stitch Along, which started on June 10th, which I got pressured into starting. Salem, Not Forgotten, Sal, join in. We're pretty relaxed on the rules. Just no asshats. That's all I ask. Walle, what are you doing, honey man? Maybe Hilda. You want to show the people your nice diaper? Oh. It works though. It works. So that's all that matters. So yeah, come join us. Pick a Salem commemorative chart. There's all kinds of them on Etsy, and Plum Street has them. I purchased Salem Sisters. I found this on Etsy for $10. I am stitching this piece on, is it 28 counts? Some thrift store find, Charles Craft. I coffee dyed it twice, tried that. laid it outside to dry because it being, 100 degrees here, it dried in like 5 seconds. Then you rinse it and let it dry, and it just wasn't dark enough. So I tried Vanna's, I call it shake and bake. I know people can't get it right. It's baste and bake. I call it shake and bake. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the modeling on it. So this is what I have. There were cats, like heads, that went along the bottom, and it just made it look cutesy, and I don't know. I just wasn't feeling them, nor wanted to do like a ton of these cat heads. They probably represent everyone that was killed. But I don't know. I thought it just was too cutesy. So, and I think Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy, she omitted them too because she copies me. I stitched this and I'm like, what the hell is this? This is the ghetto ass tree. Yeah, it's a broom. Love the bird. I love the font. The font is what just is awesome. I kept this cat, and then is there another one? There's another one that goes here. So I was stitching on this, was ready to get it done, and I run out of this thread color. I'm using the colors that are asked, 829, 310, 779. So I ran out of the 779. It's like a purplish with like, yeah, 4 words left. Look through my stash. Yeah. So I was kind of upset about that. So I'm going to finish this now that I went out and got the thread and frame it up. Now the frames, I went, after I was all upset that I didn't have the thread, I went frame shopping in my closet. I purchased this one. This was thrift store. This one had that creepy girl in it photo that said like, it was from like a Better Woman's Better Homes and Gardens, like 1910. So I took that out. I love the detail on it. Absolutely love it. It kind of reminds me of my frame for Nightmare. So I love the carving. My nails are atrocious. And then I have this one. This was like Michael's clearance, $5. But I love how this has like a goldish kind of browny color because it picks up on the modeling on the fabric I did. So it's like I want this frame but with this finish. So I think I'll use this. I just need to find something, the perfect stain. So, which Lowe's are always good because they always have that by the paint area, kind of like the returned paints or open stains or whatever. So I'll see if I can find something for that. But yeah, I'm planning to get the Salem Sisters piece done today with everyone being gone and me just taking care of bleeding ball sack dog, which has to go out. Erwin, keep him company. Tell him a joke. Oh, Erwin, you're such a hoot. You're so funny. Yeah, so it's hot as heck here. Yeah, don't mind Erwin. Tomorrow is supposed to be 119 Monday, Tuesday could get up to 120, 121. I want to say that in like 95, it was 122 here in Phoenix. I think that's the little blurb I saw. Hi. Hi, my love. Hi. I'm going to turn around. You're just going to lay here. So yeah, it's a little hot. It's a little hot. Okay. Okay, everyone's just going to join the party. Here, let me switch you. My third piece, watch my drink. Second piece I've been working on is my Viva La Frida by the SnowFlower Diaries on Etsy. Again, last night, working on it. Was going to fill in these reddish flowers down here. Couldn't find my 221. Looked everywhere. Pulled out the sofa chair, looked under it, went back in my room thinking maybe I took it back there. I looked in my Frida bag, in my box. I found this sticker, the 221 sticker on the back of another bobbinated thread. So I don't know if I dropped it when I was at the pool, because I worked on this a couple days at the pool. So I just continued on the plant leaves. So this to fill in, there is a rose here, these diamonds here, there's two here, and then another floral thing, and that will be it. I take it off, but I have it in the perfect place that I want it to be. And then I'll show you, so my idea for this was to mount it on a canvas. I forget who gave me that idea instead of framing it. Love that idea. I don't think I have enough. This is it. I mean, this is as much extra I have. So I don't think it's gonna work. I bought something at the thrift store, but now looking at it, I think it's too small. But if not, I'm just gonna do a white, clean, crisp frame for Frida. So we'll see. But it's also kind of a weird size. It's a square. So I know Hobby Lobby has 12 by 12 frames. We'll see. So hopefully today I can bust out one of those and get on with another one. And then tomorrow, if Joe does go out with the other family on the boat and I'm home alone, I can finish the other one as well. Erwin, on the other hand, is perfectly fine. You a happy manses? Hi, Erwin. Oh, headbutt. I want to thank you guys so much for your comments in my last video, especially regarding the 20 things about myself tag, talking about suicide, talking about my personal issues with it. Thank you guys so much for your positive words and kind words, and how some of you guys shared your own personal or family struggles with suicide as well. It happens, and it needs to be talked about and not be swept under a rug, and there's help for people that want it. Not everybody does, and that's their choice. But for those that do want it, there is help. Sadly, there's no necessarily warning signs of someone. It's not like we walk around with a big neon sign pointing to ourselves, suicidal. Sadly, it's not that blatant. But I thank you guys for all your kind words, and happy that some of my things were able to make you guys laugh. And yes, I am aware that when I'm about to say something inappropriate, whatever, I get a smirk. My husband teases me that I do some sort of weird mouth thing. If I am about to tell him something and I pause, he'll go like this to me. Because he says that's what I do. Obviously, it's exaggerated. Only once in. But no, I thank you guys. What are you doing? Why don't you get a drink? All right. Let's just talk about this for a moment, can we? $7. Somebody screwed up. Somebody screwed up. And it's the best when the sequins go all the way around. And there's fringe. So, yeah. I had posted that the cashier lady had asked me why I had bought it. And I said to go to Costco. And I said it's serious. And I think she thought I was serious for a moment. I couldn't handle this if I wore this to Costco. Okay. Anything else? I have shout outs, but I left my notes back there, so I'll do shout outs next time. God, my allergies. I am allergic to Irwin when he's all up in my face. Ayrton, like, buries his face in Irwin's fur, and like 15-20 minutes later he's like rubbing his eyes and they're puffy. I've kind of always been allergic to animals. I don't take anything. I just kind of deal with it. My body will adjust. All right, so thrift store. It's all together. Ayrton has my thrifting finding ability. It's genetic, I've decided. He saw this on a dresser at the thrift store, the one that you guys came with. All this stuff was found there. Yes? Yes. So all of this was found at the thrift store that I took you guys with. This was on a dresser. He found it and said, "Mom, look, it's sewing." Inside, what's all this? So they're up there with those scissors that I passed for $60 in La Jolla. These ones say USA. They have really pretty, like, carved detail in them. Not sure what this is. There's a tag here that says made in Germany. I don't know if it's like a bookmark, but that was in there. Some old wooden spools of thread. Made in Germany. Some other sort of white thread. More thread. Boy. Brand Gold Eye Needles. Chicago. They're made in England. Here's what those look like. I don't think it focuses because it focuses on my face. And then you open them up, and that's all in them. So, I think this is like $4. And seam ripper. But yeah, I thought that was pretty darn cool. I wish that it was cross stitched on the outside, but it's just like tapestry. It's just like the fabric looks like that. But yeah, I thought that was super cute. Oh no, this wasn't all. This was at Savers. Gimbals, 10 cents. Holy crap, are these that old? You got this whole box for 10 cents? Look at that. Yeah, 10 cents. 701. Green is gorgeous. Check it out. Go look it out. 701. Now I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna stitch with it. Maybe this whole sprinkle with kindness. I'll just throw a green skein of 701 into every box that I send out. I don't know. I love the boxes though. There was maybe one now. But yeah. I love that they still have the paper. So, yeah, I love them. Super, super cool. I kind of just love leaving them like that. So, cool, cool. Got those. This whole bag of DMC was $3. What else did I get from Savers? Cricut collection. Trim the tree. So that was cool. I've put all kinds of patterns and whatnot onto my Amazon store. So if you just go on Amazon, you can go onto the handmade and Amazon section or just regular Amazon and just type in Sincere Stitches. All my stuff will come up. I offer free shipping. Usually get it out within 2 or 3 days. What else do I have? Okay, so tall people represent. Okay, this was up on the top shelf. This was the thrift store that I took you guys. All the rest of this is. This was on top shelf. And all I saw when I walked by was, I think this was just this sticky now. Now, from one that has saved lots of cross stitch, I see this sort of 10 stitch, half stitch, and I zero in on it and know, boom, that's something. If it's hand stitched or not, I see this and I'm like, ooh, what is that? I grab it and oh my God, had an OMG moment in the aisle. Now, we'll just start here. Can we please just talk about this hardware? Love this. The other side is missing the ring. And I pulled that whole display apart, seeing that maybe it had just come loose or whatever. But I couldn't find it. This is gorgeous. Heavy. Love it. Now, let's see. And it keeps going and going. It's like a maroon color. The back is lined with this velvet-like material. But look at this. I told my husband, I said, I know it's not your style, but you gotta freaking appreciate this, especially these roses. Which one works good? Let's try this yellow one. Look at those roses. Yeah. So I'm kind of tempted to, I have a spot in my room that I could hang this up, but I kind of would like to have it out here. I just don't know where. Save the stitches. Save them, people. This bird, bluebird. I first saw the frame because I thought, oh, that frame's kind of cool. And then I pulled it and saw that it was stitched. Nothing on the back. Decker since 1888 in Duluth, Minnesota. I used to live in Minnesota. Woodbury. Yeah, I thought about taking it out and reframing it, but I'm just going to leave it as is. Don't mess with the original. The thrift store, every once in a while, has a 50% off sale, everything in the store excluding jewelry. So I looked them up, and they happen to have a website that they keep up, maintained. And from today until Monday, they were having 50% off sale. So yeah, I got in the shower and made myself look pretty and went. 50 cents each. Country linen. I can dye that, people. I can dye it. This frame for $1, which is heavy as heck. I love it. I love it. So this is the, what's this? Cherry surface hardwood. So obviously you can, you know, it's a plaque, so you can put something on it. So I originally thought, oh, my Frida piece, this would be great, but yeah, Frida's not going to fit on that because it's like heavy duty, and I could actually like put some good hardware on the back to hang it. So this was $2.50, but it's a solid piece of cherry. It's heavy as heck. So I kind of like that idea. So I want to pick something when I do another new start, that would fit this. And I could, you know, put batting around it, you know, probably on this side because it's going to be hard with this kind of lift to it. You got to think when you go out to these thrift stores, look at the frames. You can take the picture out. The artist, whoever, they're not going to come after you. So look at the frames. Thrift stores have great frames. You know, things like this. Hey, I could, you know, back this up and put my piece over it and be good to go. So then, the piece I have shown you guys and talked about was still there when I walked in, and I grabbed it like I wasn't gonna let go. I grabbed the sewing box. Okay. Had it for $40, not gonna pay $40. When I was there the other day, they had 35% off the whole store. So that makes it to $26. I passed. Yes, it's only $6 less. But still, I saw it and I thought, okay, if I go and it's there, it's a sign, I'm gonna get it because I'll appreciate it. So $20. Love this on the handle, all the way around. If I don't use it, they'll probably put it out here. We have a huge built-in. So on this side, That's an E though. Olvilde Benson. And then on the back, is that O-R-E-T or A-R-E-T? And then the date of 1949. Opens up. Tray onto the side. I don't see, there's no markings or anything. So yeah, so happy, I scored that, love it. I think that's it. Do you have anything to say? Hi, Wally. I think that's it. Short and sweet. I mean, 36 minutes, but hey, take it or leave it, people. So, plans. Finish Frida and Salem. So I'll have those to show you guys in my next video. Finished, of course. Do I do anything less? Trying to think what. I gotta get going on arsenic old lace. I have lion. Beasties. I haven't touched beasties. So we'll see. But I have all these like charts I want to start, but I also don't want to have like this crazy amount of whips, because what I only start things or stitch things that I'm gonna hang up in my house or in my sewing room. So I do want to finish arsenic and old lace and beasties and lion. But then there's charts that I have, tons of charts, that I would like to do as well. I can make that a video. Would you guys like to see all my charts that I have stashed away? I have a few of them kitted up, not a ton. Those are more my year of whip projects. But yeah, let me know down below if you want me to make a video where I just show you guys what charts I have. I can enable you. So if you don't want to be enabled, you don't want to spend any money, don't watch the video. But maybe comment that you want to see it, because then if like your husband pisses you off, or your spouse, whoever, you can be like, I'm gonna watch McKenna's video and rack up some debt. So let me know. Let me know. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Pepe and I love when you guys come and watch us. How you doing, Wally? So yeah, leave questions, comments, concerns down below. Amazon store is Sincere Stitches. Follow me on Instagram at Stitching in Sequins. It's kind of appropriate. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.